1. The verdict. When the Galactic Council gathered on the luminous world of Vela Prime, every eye in the galaxy turned toward them. 742 civilizations were present. Only one, out of all, voted against Earth's exile. The decision was broadcast across 10,000 star systems. By overwhelming majority, the planet known as Earth is hereby exiled from the Galactic Compact for crimes of ecological devastation, genetic tampering, and the weaponization of forbidden technologies. The human species is to be contained, effective immediately. In the vast chamber of light, the verdict echoed like a death sentence. Humanity had been judged unworthy of the stars. 2. Earth silence. The transmission reached Earth 3 weeks later, carried through the last functioning wormhole gate. World leaders argued. Religious factions called it prophecy. Conspiracy theorists claimed the Council feared human ambition. But when the gates collapsed, cutting off trade, travel, and communication, the truth became undeniable. Humanity was alone again. And this time, the universe had turned its back. 3. The decision. Earth could have surrendered to isolation. Instead, the exile lit a spark. The United Terran Assembly declared a single objective. We will not fade. We will not kneel. We will build our own path through the void. Thus began Project Exodus, the greatest endeavor in human history. Every shipyard from Luna to Titan roared to life. Oceans became dry docks. Mountains were hollowed to forge engines the size of cities. For the first time in millennia, Earth was united, not under a flag, but under defiance. 4. The builders. They called themselves the architects of dawn. Engineers, scientists, dreamers, men and women who refused extinction. The 12 arcs of humanity were born in orbit, titanic vessels built from stolen alien blueprints and reimagined through human ingenuity. Each could carry millions in cryostasis, powered by quantum hearts, cores capable of bending gravity and folding light. Their names were legends even before launch. Horizon, Solace, Odyssey, Vanguard, Erebus, and more. Every rivet carried the same inscription. We are the children of Earth. We are not afraid. 5. The Exodus. When the first ark launched, the skies over Earth glowed brighter than the sun. Billions watched the ascent, some in awe, others in sorrow. Old cities burned as their resources were stripped to fuel the launch. Nations dissolved. The world became one last machine of survival. By the time the 12th ark rose, Earth was quiet, emptied of most of her people, her cities hollowed, her oceans scarred. But she had given birth to something new, a species no longer bound by fear. 6. The Long Dark. For generations, the ark sailed through intergalactic void, beyond known space, beyond the reach of any star map. Entire cultures formed within their hulls. Children were born who had never seen a planet. Elders told stories of blue skies and rain. Some ships vanished into wormholes. Others fractured under the strain of their journeys. But humanity endured. In time, the arks found worlds. Harsh, cold, alien, but they adapted. They survived. They evolved. 7. The Forgotten Earth. Centuries passed. Earth became legend. A dying world abandoned by its children. A myth whispered in the deep void. But she was not empty. The few who stayed behind, the keepers, rebuilt amidst the ruins. They relearned balance with nature, crafting a quieter civilization from the bones of the old. The earth healed. Forests reclaimed the megacities. Oceans turned blue again. Humanity had left, but life endured. 8. The Return. Millennia later, the Horizon Ark emerged from the edge of dark space, no longer lost, but reborn. What returned was not the same humanity that had been exiled. They had changed. Their technology bent the laws of physics. Their bodies merged with light. Their thoughts could travel faster than ships. When they re-entered the galaxy, the stars themselves seemed to tremble. The Galactic Council, now old and complacent, sent envoys to meet them. What they saw was terrifying and beautiful, beings of flesh and energy, bearing the mark of their origin, Earthborn. 9. The Council's Reckoning. When the humans stood once again before the Council of Vela Prime, history repeated itself. But this time, it was a galaxy on trial. "You cast us out," spoke the envoy of Horizon, his voice resonating like thunder. "You feared what we might become, and you were right to be afraid." The Council trembled. Their fleets were useless, their weapons obsolete. "We do not seek vengeance," the envoy continued. "We seek understanding. The galaxy you built is dying. Let us teach you how to live again." And for the first time in 10,000 years, the galaxy listened to humanity, not with fear, but with awe. 10. The Dawn Accord. The humans led the rebuilding of the galaxy. Planets long stripped of life bloomed again. Old rivalries faded as the Dawn Accord united species that had once been enemies. Humanity became not conquerors, but creators. The species once exiled for arrogance had learned humility through exile. And with that humility came power beyond comprehension, the ability to heal, to rebuild, to uplift. 11. The Memory of Blue. On the 1000th anniversary of exile, the Horizon returned to the Sol system. Earth shimmered below, green, vibrant, alive. The Keepers welcomed their long-lost kin home. Standing on the same soil her ancestors had fled, the new human envoy whispered, "You were right to send us away. We had to lose our home to learn how to deserve it." The winds carried her words across the oceans. And somewhere deep beneath the waves, ancient satellites reactivated, their signals forming one final message to the stars. "We are Earth's children. We never left you. We simply became what you hoped we'd be." 12. Epilogue, the Song of Humanity. Now, in the age of the Horizon Accord, humanity watches over 1,000 worlds. They remember exile not as punishment, but as rebirth. Every new world carries a single phrase etched into its foundation. The galaxy cast us out. The stars took us in. And across the void, their story endures, proof that even when the universe turns its back, humanity always finds its way home.